Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mr. 14, and I'm here doing a review of Love at the Lockup, Season 3, Episode 1, Stairway to Heaven. Yes, it's back, y'all. The next season, Season 3, all new cast members, and I'm excited because when I did Love at the Lockup, Life at the Lockup, I did it towards the end of the season, so I was able to catch the cast to the beginning. And that'd been like 40 something damn 50 episodes. So I'm excited to start all over with a new cast so I could be able to catch the beginning. So when they keep going and keep going, I will continue reviewing. I know everything. But also the new season of Life at the Lockup is in the September with some of the season 2 cast, and we get the continuation. And they show a part that Sarah might be pregnant again. I was like, this chick, if she get pregnant by this guy again, she needed to slap her freaking face. But I will talk about Sarah when we get to Life at the Lockup in September. But right now, it's a new season of Love at the Lockup, Season 3. It's 5 couples, so I'm going to talk about all the couples and tell what I think about them and move forward. And continue on this week, y'all. And I'm excited because my Life at the Lockup and Love at the Lockup's reviews has been well viewed. So I appreciate doing this. I like it. I'm gonna give you my excited. I'm gonna be energetic. I'm gonna do as much as I can to give you it. And I have my little opinions about this couple so far. Alright, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for all my videos. And support my brother, yo. We're gonna get up there, y'all. We're getting up there. Alright. The first couple, Scott and Lindsay. And I talk about this on my update videos of my reviews about the sneak peek of what they have with the new season. Scott and Lindsay. Scott is 51 years old and Lindsay is 27. I said, oh, alright, it could be a sugar daddy type of scenario. Apparently Scott moved certain type of miles, a lot of miles from upstate New York to move to Mississippi, a house, to get everything ready for Lindsay to get out. Lindsay's in jail right now. And they met on a profile. They met in a dating app. Most of the couples met on dating online. Like, that's like the norm for them. Met online and they realized she's in prison. And basically he's in his house. He's trying to decorate the house. Lindsay was giving him all these informations and cutouts for magazines and do this for the bathroom and do this way and do it that way. And then Scott had a freaking interior decorator or somebody to able to give her ideas to have a budget to spruce up the house before Lindsay come out, because Lindsay's supposed to be coming out. So I'm looking at my dates in a couple of days. So he's trying to get everything together. He wanted to marry her. He believes she's the one. She is hot. Yeah, she's a nice little young hot tamale. She's good. But I don't know why she was so beat in the face when she was talking on the phone. I said, why the hell she got heavy powder of makeup in her eyes and stuff like that? I said, what is she doing? She's in prison. So who gave her all this makeup? I guess they do that for the TV. Because I was like, girl, you're in prison. You need to have all that. But she's there. She said she's met Scott and he's different from everyone. Because not only he haven't met her, also he was taking care of her daughter, taking care of her freaking mom while she's in prison, giving her money for commissaries, giving her everything, was doing the most, and never met the girl. I said, girl, Lindsay, you need to teach me the trade. How the hell you had somebody do all that for you and you haven't met the guy? But Lindsay said she loves Scott because she think about getting married to him. It's a long-term goal. Scott feel the same way. He want to marry her, all that stuff. And the lady, the interior decorator, she said, oh, she coming out in a couple of days. And you 51. She thought you better have a couple of Viagra in your freaking bed because she gonna wear you out. And she coming out of the prison. And then it was so funny. The interior decorator was like, okay, what she's in jail for and everything. He said, for drugs. She said, oh, it's normal now. It's good. It'll be good. Everything is good. She don't want to worry about it anymore. And he said, no, for crystal meth. She said, oh, well, everybody make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. I said, yes. And she was just taken aback. But at the end of the day, she ain't judge. She gave him a $50,000 budget that it will be take to decorate the place, to boost it up. And she ain't really get much. She just said, oh, okay. Alright, that's something. And we'll see about Skyrim, but the only thing about it is like I think he got an allergic reaction to something because up his lip is like kind of burnt and everything. I don't know what it is, all that stuff. So, but I was like, oh, but they was like, oh, she gonna put it on you. He said, I'm not worried about having sex with Lindsay, you know, shit. Any 50 or something you go out there. Don't worry about me. I'm doing me. I said, you better. Shoot, if you're doing all that, Lindsay, like I said, if I was Lindsay, I would say, here, what you want? What you want? You better you ain't say, shoot, you doing all that? I better give you something. Hey, here, take what you need. Fuck out of here. You taking care of my daughter and my mom, and I do all that. I just come home. I give you a little something. Give you a little something. That's what it is. If you can't get it up, we can do toys. It's fine. It's fine, boo boo. Shoot, you got me a house that I come in. I have to get him out of the house. She had to worry about nothing. He taking care of it. He said he well paid. So he not worried about budget when it came to that decorating the house. So I said, and then he took care of his daughter, her daughter and the mom and what she needed. All that stuff. I would say, shoot, sugar daddy is best. He better do it. Shoot, if you got somebody to do all that for you, you better stick around and not mess it up. Don't mess that bag up, Lindsay. I'm telling you that now. Now, I wouldn't be going through all that. But if I was able to get somebody who was sugar daddy for me, all that stuff like that, or sugar mom or whatever, I'd be fine. Sure, you paying all that money for me. It is what it is. Sure. But it is what it is. I said, Lindsay, what is you doing, girl? Because you need to tell some of the other people what's your trick or treating. They got all these people doing all this for you. And, girl, you lit. You lit, girl. And she said she excited. She want to be married and all that stuff. She see the life was got. I said, good, girl, because you see the life is there. Sure. Move on. Then we got Maurice and Jessica. Maurice is 26 and Jessica is 33. Not too far. Not too much far apart in age. The only thing about this and with this couple is that Jessica grew up in a nice little life. She had a nice little lifestyle. She had everything she wanted, so like that, so it was good. She was very close with her family. But she never believed in love at first sight. So when she saw online, she saw the dating thing, she saw Maurice. Maurice? Yeah, he's a good-looking black guy. He's a good-looking dark-skinned guy. And remember, Jessica's white. So he's a good-looking dark-skinned guy, nice little chest with body and everything. I said, oh, I see why she staying with him. And she's like, he is lean cut. He's doing all that stuff. It look like he's going down. But he's buffed up. Muscles. And he was in jail for first-degree burglary for 7 years. I said, ooh, okay. And then Lizzie was in jail for selling drugs, crystal meth. I said that. Alright, so they met online as well. And then she was dating him for 4.5 years. And he getting out the next day. And she hoped that the family be all good for him, would be open arms. The parents is like, obviously love him because we never met him like that, and it's crazy. Now they got married already, and then we find out she found rings online for $2 a piece. I said, you only spent $4 for the wedding ring. I said, hey, you better do it, girl. I don't know what kind of ring you got for $2 each piece, but hey, $4 all together to get 2 rings. I guess it's a cheap ass, a cheap wedding. Cheap marriage. They got married, but she hoped she wanted to get a real wedding because her family was not there when she got married to Maurice. And I know they was like, how you know about him, so like that. He could treat you wrong. He could sell you a dream. He could have did all that. And I said, I kind of understand where they're coming from. Like I said in my little update video, I kind of get in the vibe. I don't want to get that vibe that they not like him because he's black. But I think they more is because he is a convict. He's a felon, so like that. So they didn't want her to be dating someone who's in prison. And we found out he was in a gang when he was growing up, all that stuff. Now, she was close to her sister. Until her sister found out that she was dating somebody in prison. And then her sister cut her off. So she haven't talked to her sister for 4.5 years. 5 years. And I said, wow. Wow. Yes, I understand. Yes. I understand you might have somebody and you love them so much and they made the decision to be with someone in prison. Now you want to know why they be so desperate to make someone in prison and all that stuff. But I might not agree with my sister's decision if that was my sister, but I want to cut her off for 5 years. To cut her off like that completely, stop talking to her. I was like, wow. What's the reason? Only because he was in prison? Like, y'all never had anybody in your family prison who go to prison? Will you cut them off too? Like, I don't understand that. So, apparently, Jessica drove where her sister at. The one that makes it worse, her and her sister live a few minutes apart. They don't even live that far apart from each other. And they haven't seen each other for fucking 4.5 to 5 years. That is crazy. That is crazy to me. Yes, I might not understand it. I might not like it. But I would be there for my sister. So, Jessica is tore up about it because she was still close to her sister. And the fact that her sister just cut her off and yet lived so close by and yet had never spoken to each other. Because she wanted her sister there at her wedding and everything. She probably wanted her own family there. But the father said that's something you got to earn. I forgot the father's name. I think his name is Dave. But he said that's something you got to earn because we ain't going to be there if you don't earn it. So I won't let nobody hurt my daughter. Yes, that's your daughter. You don't want nobody to hurt her. She made her decision. Whatever. So we'll see about that. And she was scared to talk to her sister. She drove right past. She drove there. She parked across the street away from her sister. She saw her sister, and she was in like a mailbox looking at something. And she was really nervous. The producer said, "Are you really scared to talk to her?" She said, "Yes, I am." And it took a while. She took the courage, so she drove off. Now she realized that her sister might have saw the car and recognized the car, and now she realized she shouldn't even drove past that thing anymore. She just tagged a second door, said she shouldn't even did that. But girl, I don't know. But I do feel Jessica that her sister cut her off like that. Granted, yes, you don't want nobody staying in prison because you never know, because it has been in prison for so long. Just go for all the couples, not just Jessica. Prison for so long, they might be selling you a dream. They might say, "Oh yeah, we'll be together and all that stuff." And when they get out, it's a whole different story. So I understand that. But the fact that she actually got married to him, it's like, wow, girl. Okay, she must be really in love. Okay, but that was that. Next, we got Christiana and John. Christiana is 35 and John is 46. John, we realized he's a Native American, and he been dating Christiana for 3 months. And in a couple of days, she will get released. And they met also on a dating site as well. He wanted to marry her. He did tell us that he was married 4 times, and he got engaged twice. I said, "Ooh, why? Ooh, why?" That's too much. And then, first of all, he took a while to even figure out the engagement and the marriage with the correct number for those two. And he said, "Oh, got married 4 times, and this 3, 4." He said, "Oh no, correction, engaged 2, married 4 times." Okay, she's in prison for burglary. I said, "Oh, that's a common thing, burglary." Figuring Maurice got in prison for burglary. Now she's in prison for burglary. And also, she violated her, I think, parole or something like that. When she got out, she escaped from the halfway house. I said, "Girl, you escaping? Like, it was that dangerous? It was that too much for you to escape and go right back to prison? Because you, oh, girl. She said, "Oh, this halfway house is too much to me. I can't do it. I can't do it." Escape. Now she back in prison. So it was like, gosh. So apparently he called his brother Cordell. Cordell came over and he told his brother, "Listen, I'm going to turn this truck that I got into a wedding chapel, and then we're going to have a honeymoon as well, because when I get her out, I'm going to marry her right away, and then I got to take her to the freaking halfway house. So we don't have much time, period, in between get her out to the halfway house when I do that. So I'm going to marry her right away." I said, "Girl, why is the rush? Like, what is the, you only stay her for freaking 3 months and you want to marry her right away?" Now, he said all that. He said, "Hope she said yes, is everything going to be good? I want to marry her," all that stuff. Yada, yada, yada. Now, Cordell said, "What if she said no?" I was like, "Oh." I said, "Yeah, that's true. What if she said no? You do all this with the truck for her to say no." Oh, John, I don't know. He loved so hard. And not even his daughter Sapphire said it. Now, he's in a scene with his daughter, Sapphire. Now, the producer asks him, how many kids you have? Most people will understand when it's know right off the back how many kids he have. This boy had to count his freaking kids on his finger. He said, John, Stephen, Rebecca, blah. I don't even know the names, or he said, but he said names. He said, blah, blah. Wait, no. No. He got 8 children. 8 children. And 2 of his kids is living in the house with him. But they don't know that he was dating someone. And also, they don't know that she is in prison. So when he told Sapphire that, she was like, first of all, he said he's dating someone. She said, okay. And then he said, she said prison. She said, what? And then he said he would get married her right after she got out of prison. She said, she was doing like a bobblehead twin, like what the hell? She was going back like that. And then she looked him up. She looked up the girlfriend's stuff up because he told the name and look her record because that's public records. You can type their name and then like probably their correction ID number and you can find out what they in prison for, all that stuff. And she had a rap sheet full of charges. She said, oh my gosh. She said she was this and that. He said, I believe people could change everything because blah, blah, blah. Remember, he was in jail too. Because she said, yo, if she messes up, she could cause you to go back to jail yourself. Because I know you can't, I think he might be on parole or whatever, but I know usually it's a law like if your ex really is, if you're a convict yourself, you can't be another convict. Y'all can't be related together or connected together. That's what gets the rules, gets the law. But since he's like 10 years out and everything, I guess he passed that parole thing. But he could go back to jail if she messed with this girl like that and she messed him up and have him going back. And I said, no, he already did 10 years. No, he did 12 years because he was a scam artist. I said, ooh, that's not good. Scamming. Ooh, he was changing checks around, changing numbers. He was doing the most. So now, he went to marry her and she said, he worried that she's Christian. That she's Christian, and his against his belief that he married her. They don't believe in divorce. So he said the only way I ever would get divorced with her if she do something that's against the secrecy of the marriage. I said, oh, okay. All right, we'll see about that. Next, we get Quaylon and Chevelle, but she keep calling him Quaylon. And he said his name is Quaylon. So I said, y'all got to get this name right. It's like Quaylon. They both the same. It is what it is. No, it's not really the same. But he said Quaylon. She said Quaylon. Whatever I say, that's his name. Right? So Quaylon is 29 and Chevelle is like 31. She's a single mother and she has a daughter. I said, ooh, single mother. Oh, no. So she said she didn't do it the right way because she wanted to have marriage and have a kid. But now the baby father's not in her life, so she got a kid and she don't have no marriage. So she wanted to do it the right way this time. She wanted to get married with someone. So she dated this guy like Quaylon. He was in prison for 12 years since he was 17 years old. And I forgot what he went to prison for. I forgot. It was on the thing, but I forgot when it was. She met him through her friend. And they've been dating for 2.5 years. She wanted to get married with him, all that stuff. She had the dreams about him. He put her on the phone sex. Like, Quaylon is a nice, good-looking guy, too. He got a nice little dress. I said, who the hell did his braids up? I said, who's doing your hair like that? His hair was nice and neat and everything. I said, you got the hookup in prison to get that hair no nice and neat like that? I thought they doing hair and stuff, too? I don't know. But he got his dress all nice and locked up and everything. And she said, well, she can't wait to get out. She can't wait to have sex. So I know why you want to have sex with him. You look like the prison for that damn long time. And he looked like he could put it down. Shoot, she ready to get her box taken out. But her family is worried about because he never been in a relationship. He been in a date for so long. And what he went to jail for? Like, I really don't know. I think I wrote it down. Alright, never mind. Maybe I'm going on. But they also worry about because she was aspiring rap artist when she was growing up and she trusted someone who scammed her out of 15 something dollars and stuff like that. So they worried because you don't know much about him. He probably give you a sell you a dream and all that stuff, and then you know even know it come out, and you got a daughter, and you got to worry about if he hurt you, he will hurt a girl daughter, and that's what her mother said. And I think her mother Sylvia, and she said that would hurt my heart, and then when I had that, and but that was that. So he's getting out the next day. He called her and said, listen, because he was supposed to be staying with his mother in Texas, but he also trying to stay. I guess he's staying with Chevelle in Kansas, and now he's stuck. But he said when he come out, he signed the release papers, and then he asked Chevelle to get his mom on his way to come to get him. I said, oh, but now she said, well, he found out her mom is his mom is controlling, so we'll see about that. I said, oh yeah, we'll see about that. Now, lastly, is Sean and Destiny. Sean is 45 and Destiny is 28. He had never met Destiny. He also met Destiny online. He dated him 9 months, and the first time he released her, she released her to jail, is the first time he had met her in person. I said, what the? He spent like $35,000 on this chick for commissaries, for anything. He was spending $35,000. He made good money, so he's not worried about it. He said he has been in a relationship for a long time, but he never been married. He's been 45 years old. I said, what happened? He was married to his freaking ex. No, he wasn't married, but he was dating for his ex-baby, not ex-baby mama, his baby mama, basically, the mother of his children, and he has 6 kids with her, and they've been dating for 22 years. Never married her. And now he think that this one Destiny that he never met is the one, and he get married. I said, it's something wrong with you, Sean. It's something wrong with you. I don't know what is wrong with you, but how come you got 6 kids with this lady who's your mother, your children, and never married her? Y'all been together for 22 years, and then you go never met this girl. You think you could marry her, and she's the one? Never met her. Now, his friends in his job think she might be catfishing. She could be a man, not like that, because he never met her. He didn't see her because she said she gained the weight, and she's worried about him seeing her. And I said, girl, all right, all you do is eat, stuff like that. So most people get in prison gain weight anyway. So I don't know why you so embarrassed. So she called them and said she's getting sooner than later because it's supposed to be like a month. Within a month that she's supposed to get now. But she realized she's going to probably get released sooner or later. And she need him to go to the bail bondsman to bail her out. Now he went down there, he talked to the lawyer, the bail bondsman, not the lawyer, the bail bondsman. And he said, listen, all right, we're going to put to the court to like show his money because he was asking one of the questions. And the bail bondsman's like, wow, in his years experience, he know people get conned by these people. And it might be the same thing, but he not know, but based on his experience, he know this is like the common thing that these people get gone and get conned and get got. So, especially if they never met the person because you don't even know what's going on. He got to make sure this person is real, this person legit, all that stuff. So he was saying he's going to present it to the court and it'll be $50,000. $50,000 insurance policy. Now, if she comes out, she messed that up and don't go to court like that, you lose that $50,000. You don't get that. You don't get it back. Now, you got to pay 10% of the bail bondman, and that's $5,000. You lose that no matter she gets out or not like that. That's non-refundable. So you ready out $5,000. You don't want to lose that $50,000 of that insurance policy if she messes up and everything. So, and then she went to jail before, well, escaping. I think she went to jail for drugs and escape. It seems like it's a common thing for people going to jail for drugs, burglary, and escaping. That's like the common thing for all these couples so far. And I was like, oh my gosh. But he realized he don't want it. But he said he got what it takes. He putting all it in line. He believe in destiny. And he going to do it. Let's do it. I said, oh, Sean. I don't know, boy. But that's it. That was all the couples, y'all. That was Love at the Lockup. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this couples. Tell me y'all thoughts in the comment section. I have a conversation, y'all. And I'll talk to y'all next week, alright? Peace.